How do you feel about like carrying arguments into the next day? Because we do that a lot.
No, in the beginning, I said we did it more in the
sometimes I
beginning.
want to start talking about a lot of things that we went through. But like you said in the beginning, because we don't necessarily do it. We don't necessarily do it that much, that more.
Yeah, we don't do it that way.
Hold on. We don't do it that much, that more. That wasn't right.
No.
That wasn't right? All right. We don't do it that much.
Anymore.
There you go. Yeah, it's nothing wrong with correcting yourself.
In the beginning, when we first moved together, I think we did it a lot.
What are you talking about?
I think we did it a lot more in the beginning.
Yeah.
Our arguments are very scarce now. We don't have that many.
Yeah, I was saying that. Congratulations, partner left again. Yeah.
We don't
I was saying that. We don't. I was saying that. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna let you finish. But matter of fact, you finished. That was rude. You finished.
We don't have as many arguments as we had in the beginning. But in the beginning, it was just like, I don't care. I'll have an attitude for a couple of days. You'll have an attitude for a couple of days, and it could be over the smallest things. Our arguments were always
listen to that a couple days.
Yeah, like we would just be like
not
very
like
nonchalant.
a couple hours, like
no, it
a
would
couple
go on a couple
days of sleeping next to each other.
All of argument over like dinner. It would always be something really minor.
It would be the dumbest thing in the world.
It really
wouldn't
would.
speak for 3. That's why I said I kind of wanted to have this conversation because I don't want
now we don't do that.
I don't want people to think like
it's just so perfect.
I don't want people to think like we just be sitting up here talking. And it's like, well, damn, do y'all ever go through anything?
Yes,
like, do y'all ever, how do y'all get through it? Like, what is it like being with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Being with somebody for so long or being around somebody for so long. And it's like, yo, we didn't always have 3 floors. We didn't always have
no, not at all.
4 rooms for this.
Not at all.
Like there was times where it was just 2 rooms.
We didn't always have an island.
It was sometimes it was like you come in here, you either gonna turn your back and go to sleep, or you gonna talk to me, or you not. So that's one thing that we don't do anymore. Before I had rudely cut you off and I told you to finish. Towards the end of last year, a couple weeks ago, I was telling you, I was like, damn, babe, this year might not have been the best year that we thought it could have been. You always think you could have did better,
especially.
So we always think you could have did better. So last year was great, but you always think you could have done better.
Always feel like there was things we could have did more of.
Yeah, and I was saying like, but damn, this might have been the less arguing we did ever. Yeah, I was like, in all of the years that we've been together, last year might have been the less arguing we did. I don't know if it's like time comes along with it, but when I was thinking about this topic, I'm like, damn, we did used to carry arguments for days. Yes. When I sit and think about it, I was like, man, to the point where like our kids started to notice, and they would be like if I get quiet in the car, if we arguing, they get quiet. If you driving and you like this, and I'm on this side and I'm looking out the window, they start doing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just awkward. It's just an awkward ride. So we started learning when it's like, you know what, we'll deal with that later. Yeah. Or you know what, it's not even worth talking about it. She knows she was wrong. She don't even got to admit it. It's cool. Or Jarvis know he tripping right now. I'm not even gonna say nothing to him. He know he bugging right now.
He'll be all right.
And we'll get past it like that. Maybe that's not healthy. Maybe that's toxic. I don't know. Like y'all can leave it in the comments. Maybe that is toxic to just be like, I know she's mad. I know she tripping. I'm not even gonna pay that no mind. I'm not even gonna give that no energy because I know where that could go. Or you being like, I know he tripping off of whatever he's tripping off right now. You can know exactly what I'm mad about. And no, you're not going to say nothing about it. You're not going to ask me what's wrong because you know what's wrong. You're not going to ask me if I need help with nothing because you know I'm snappy at that moment probably. So I think with time, we just learn that. So we learn not to carry it. But we used to we used to sleep with it, wake up with it, get dressed.
It was Battle of the Beats.
Come back home. And it's like we right back to it. It was anger match.
We've gotten past that. We're not doing Battle of the Beats anymore.
Like we used to really have the anger match. Like who could be more mad?
Yeah. Well, it get
whacked after a while.
Yeah, we don't really.
It's like, what do you win?
Nothing.
I remember after a while, I used to have to start telling you, babe, I'm on your. Like when we used to get into arguments, even when we get into argument right now, I will still say this. I will tell her, babe, I'm on your team. You have to specify that the beginning of the argument, I have to let you know, no matter what happens in this argument, I am on your team. I'm not going nowhere. We here. Look, we stuck here.
We're gonna figure this out.
And you're not going nowhere neither. So you can talk all that flyness out your mouth, but I'm not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. So now it's like we used to say a bunch of craziness to each other. So now I'll be like, all right, well, what you gonna do? Where you going?
What are we gonna do?
And then you end up getting over it quicker because then Journey would be like, Daddy, what we eating for? No, she'll say, Daddy, are we gonna eat dinner?
Like we don't feed her.
And that'd just make me even more mad because I'll already be mad with you. And then it's like, Journey, when don't you eat?
In 11 years, you.
You're right. I'm sorry. I like your haircut. And then it's just like now she knows I'm mad because I done probably said it aggressively to her. So it's like, yeah, the carrying the argument.
It's not good.
Not good.
My advice to anyone that asks like how we get through it, I think you have to learn each other. I don't think it's a good thing to carry the arguments into the next day. I mean, if you need a few minutes or a few hours to take a walk, breathe, think about it, I think that's always a good thing. Sometimes you just need to play it out in your head to yourself. You don't always have to go and run and make a phone call or a text. Sometimes you just need a moment to go over
don't
everything.
go to the gram or the social media. With
I always say, please don't go to the gram.
I've been gotten in so many arguments with Dana, and
don't go to the gram.
You just think about it, and
or Facebook or whatever. The chat.
I don't call
chat.
Friends. I don't call relatives. I don't call. The most people that probably get sun is our parents here and there.
Yeah,
if it do get to it, but I'm not going to the internet with it because the internet has never helped a man with his problems.
The internet will put your face on somebody else's body in the middle of something serious.
Oh, they will put the Jordan crying face on this. Like, they'll put the Jordan crying face right here on me.
You're like, I'm going through something serious right now.
Care.
So
they don't care. They'll take the Tyrese meme, the R. Kelly joint talking to Gail.
Like, it's not
so
cool.
For all of that, I'll get through it on my own.
And honestly, people be going through real life stuff, like real serious stuff, and they make a joke out of it. And we try to be serious and have empathy.
And it's like if we know we know weird jokesters, you can't expect somebody to take your pain.
But sometimes the joke is so funny. I feel like Drake. I just want to hop in and laugh too.
Yeah. Now when Drake put himself on the Concorde with the Dada outfit and all that, it was over. It was over.
Drake on the
because at that point you can't win.
Shirt.
You can't beat somebody that's in on the joke. It's like, now you got to get another joke. But sometimes
it's so funny. You be like, all right, I got to jump in on this one.
Yeah,
it's about me, but I got to jump in. That was funny.
Moral of the story, though.
Don't carry those arguments.
Don't carry the arguments.
Go take a walk.
Day, figure it out before you go to sleep.
Have a moment by yourself. Yeah.
Even if the end of the night doesn't end in.
I agree.
Like, because, men sometimes think like,
it's not healthy.
Sex is the way where it's back better. Like if we have sex, it's litigated. We on better terms. And sometimes women that have sex with you and they'll still be mad at you, but they just want to shut you up. You know what I'm saying? But guys, once again, men are dumb. Men are dumb. Men think, oh, she had sex with me last night, so I guess we're good now. No, nigga, she just didn't want to keep hearing you huffing and puffing all night. So don't carry the arguments into the next day.
They're not healthy. And there was a time when we did it. So we're just letting you know that's not the way to go.
And you can jump in the comments right now.
How do you get through your arguments?
Let us know if you ever carried the argument into the next day. And